Ace, the Ultimate Wizard, and today we are going to be playing a very challenging episode of Adastra. So, while trying to fix my mother's squirrel's water bottle, he decided to attack me. So now I have to play the game with bandaged hands, which makes them pretty stiff. So, and weird feeling. So, I can only use like select fingers. On this hand, I can only use my pointer, middle, and pinky. On this hand, I can only use my middle, ring, and pinky. So let's get started, I guess. I am not. As I start to I'm already fucking up. Oh yeah, there's probably some inappropriate stuff that's going to happen this episode, so I may have to reposition my camera. Okay. As I start to doze, there's a sudden clattering of sound towards the door. I jump and see Amicus come in, wheeling in a tray of several plates on top of it, heaped high with food. He grins at me, and I get a feeling of relief at seeing him. Hang on. Let's see. Okay. No, wrong button. Shit. Shit. Alright. Well, that was fun. I just had to restart my computer. Again.
Hello. Sorry, I suppose Alex didn't tell you that sent they set these outside the door on the 15th hour. Treat you well?
Yeah, he was nice. Amicus wheels the cart up to the sofa, then flops back onto it next to me. making the whole thing shake.
Ugh, that was a long day.
Are you okay? Amicus opens one eye at me.
Barely. Had to go over maths today, and my head feels like it's going to explode. Didn't help that Bulbus kept cracking me over the head with his stick when I answered wrong.
Wow, that sounds harsh.
Don't worry, it was nothing compared to the one you gave me.
Wow. Amicus smirks, and I can't help but smile back at his teasing. He seems to have become more comfortable around me with how relaxed he is. I am sorry about that.
Don't be. And stop apologizing for it. Now let's wash and eat. My stomach's felt hollow since breakfast.
We both get to the restroom and rinse our paws and hands in the sink before heaping our plates of food. It's more of the same with bread, meat, and olives, but there's also a good amount of other vegetables and fruit that I have a hard time identifying. Amicus shows me how to combine the fruit and cheese on the bread. I find myself really starting to like the smelly spread, as long as I ignore the smell. Compared to breakfast, Amicus really wolfs down a lot of food. He probably ends up eating about 3 times as much as me. All the while, he tells me about his scary instructor and how he punishes him way more than Cassius. Okay. Well, does he usually get the answers right?
Well, yeah, but it would help me understand rather than but he should help me understand rather than smack my ears. That doesn't help anything, unless he has the information in his stick and is bashing it into my brain somehow.
Don't worry, I hate math too.
Well, I'm better in other things like literature and history. But Cassius is hopeless at remembering battles.
Amicus flexes a bicep.
And he can forget about wrestling. He could never beat me in a fight.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
So, yes, he can have the maths all he wants. The trials don't involve that anyway.
What are these trials you guys keep talking about? Amicus takes a big gulp of wine, gasping as he finally pulls the goblet away from his face.
What Cato is considering using to decide the next emperor, essentially 3 trials. Music and dance, rhetoric, and finally combat.
And whoever wins those becomes emperor?
Well, whoever wins 2 out of 3. Combat is last, so if that so that if one of us wins the first two, it won't come to that. I'm just hoping that Kato chooses me in the next few days now that he's seen you. But if the trials do happen, you have nothing to worry about.
Amicus grins at me confidently. I don't.
I'm better than Cassius in at least two of those things, perhaps even in music and dance.
You know, I'd believe you. One thing I know about you is how, overly confident you are when it comes to certain things.
Why do you say that?
Our entire experience on the ship, maybe?
That's different. I was doing something I didn't really understand. I understand my studies, aside from maths.
Amicus leans back finally, one paw on his stomach.
Anyway, how was your day? Did Alex show you around?
Amicus starts to grab the remaining food to set it aside on its own plate. Yeah, I realize that there isn't much to do. Yeah, it was a bit of a bad day. I have tomorrow off from studies, though, so we can do oh, shit.
Yeah. It was a bit of a bad day. I have tomorrow off from studies, though, so we can do something entertaining.
Like, what?
Oh, I don't know. Go swimming, go to the baths, talk, you name it. Maybe eventually we can even go to the city, too.
The city outside?
Well, everything's outside.
I mean, the one that I can see across the lake.
Yes, that's the one. Adastra City, the capital of our empire.
Oh, isn't it kind of small for that? I mean, it looks really nice, but it kind of just looks like an average-sized city. Amicus frowns.
I think it's quite large. How big are cities on Earth?
I shrug. I don't know. Pretty big, millions of people. Amicus raises an eyebrow. Millions? Oh, shit. Fuck.
Millions?
Yeah. I wonder if the lingua is translating everything correctly. Why? How big is Adastra? The city? Just over 5 million. The wolf population is 80 million. Oh. How many humans are there? Like 7 billion. Shit, fuck. I screwed up that one line. Amicus chokes.
What?
Is that a lot?
That's preposterous. Do you not have population control measures put in place?
Well, not in most places. Amicus shakes his head.
Well, you are parentless, so I guess it makes sense your species might be so misguided.
Amicus seems to try very hard to choose the last word, even though he's still being very condescending. He seems to notice my annoyance, though.
Well, is your species doing well? Is your planet able to sustain such a population?
Sort of. I guess there are problems. Amicus strokes his chin.
Well, I suppose when I become emperor, I could ask the parent about your species. The whole thing is really a mystery, but it's clear that we must have overlooked your people somehow.
He smiles at me.
Maybe we could even bring you into our fold again.
Whoa, hang on a second. Images of Roman spaceships descending from the heavens to enslave the human race, all because of me, flash through my mind. Ah! No! You know, Alex told me about what you do to the other sapiens. It doesn't sound like the humans would want to be a part of.
What did he tell you?
The whole enslavement thing.
Enslavement?
What you do to your children.
Well, that's a harsh word for it.
No, it's the right word. Humans have done the whole indentured servant thing back on Earth, and it never turned out well for the servant. Amicus's ears go down a bit. And, as misguided as humans might be, we've at least abolished slavery. I noticed Amicus's ears turning red. Maybe he never expected to be lectured on ethics by a human.
Well, I do mean to change things a bit when I become emperor.
A bit.
I mean, things can't be changed all at once. It has to be gradual.
Amicus flicks his tail in annoyance at me.
Listen, I agree with you. We've been trying to change the way we've treated our children for generations. My grandfather and father both worked towards this.
Well, while that's messed up and definitely wrong, I think the intelligence thing might be even worse.
What intelligence thing?
The grimace on Amicus's face tells me that he might already know the answer. The way you stunted intelligence in children you uplifted? Amicus is silent for a moment. I can tell that all of this is making him very uncomfortable. I have to ask myself again how I got to this point. sitting on a sofa debating ethics with a prospective Emperor Wolf. He finally folds his arms and huffs.
Again, I agree with you on all of this, but I don't like the way we've treated our children. In the end, I truly feel that becoming a more compassionate and united empire will lead to a better outcome for everyone. It's going to take small steps, but understand that it's something I mean to fix. Stop saying you like I did it. I was born into this.
I've come to realize how much of an open book Amicus is. I've come to realize how much of an open book Amicus is as a person, so I don't doubt his words. Well, as long as Cassius doesn't become emperor. Amicus snorts.
Not a chance.
Well, if he does, it sounds like he's going to reverse all of
it. And I'm saying there's no chance of it. Wait, how much has Alex been telling you?
It was a short conversation. I asked him about the Empire. I didn't, but I don't want to get Alex in trouble in case he wasn't just supposed to tell me. Cassius seems like a trouble person. Like a terrible person, by the way. And I'm not just talking about his personality. He wants to keep people enslaved.
It's complicated. He's just very traditional. But again, there's no chance.
I sigh at the wolf's overconfidence, but he does know his brother far better than I do. Well, I'm at least glad that I'm behind the right wolf, getting myself home.
The right wolf?
Yeah, I can't imagine being under your brother. Amicus glances at the plate he's been building with food.
Speaking of, I'm going to bring this to Alex in the garden. Did you want to accompany me?
I run a hand through my hair, feeling the griminess from 2 days of no shower. Actually, can I use the shower while you're gone? I feel kinda gross.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just step in, start it up, and it starts up. There's a screen on the wall that controls the temperature. It has a color spectrum that you can drag your fingers across.
I'll figure it out.
Ah, right. Well, I should be back by the time you're finished.
And with that, Amicus balances his plate of food in his paw as he strides out of the room, leaving me to go into the bathroom. I quickly use the toilet again, suddenly glad that I don't have to use a public toilet like the ones I'd seen drawings of in my Roman history book. The shower is easy enough to understand, and the water is immediately warm and pleasant, so I don't have to bother with the temperature. There are several glass bottles of soap, so I choose the one that smells the best and give myself a quick wash. When I'm done, I grab a towel off the wall and dry off before wrapping it around my waist. I think about putting my clothes back on, but the idea of stepping back into that underwear has me hesitating. Instead, I open the door and I'm greeted by the sight of Amicus sitting on the edge of the bed, looking off to the side, paw in his lap holding a brush. His head snaps in my direction before he immediately averts his eyes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to see. I thought you'd be dressed.
Hey, it's fine. I got a towel on. Slowly, Amicus turns his gaze back to me, eyes drifting down to my torso, before immediately snapping up again.
Oh, I thought you hated any sort of nudity.
Not really, just the genitals. Even then, I don't hate it, it's just more private.
Ah.
Amicus seems to be staring at me, and I start to feel a little self-conscious. Is everything okay? Amicus looks away again.
Sorry, I'm just not used to seeing you like that. Okay.
I am back. My computer decided to freeze. Again. I have a feeling this is going to turn into a common occurrence now. So.
I don't know if I've read this part yet. I think I did, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna read it again. Sorry, I'm just not used to seeing you like that. I've only seen humans with clothing, so I just sort of imagined you to always be like that.
Well, my clothes are dirty, so I was gonna ask you about maybe getting some clean ones, at least until you get me that tailor.
Oh, of course. Tom, send us some robes from storage. Children's robes, please.
Yes, Amicus. Thanks.
Of course.
We stand there awkwardly for another few seconds till Amicus seems to snap back to reality. He holds up the brush.
Anyway, I thought maybe you'd like to be groomed too. I feel it's only fair after what you did for me.
Oh, well, it's only on my head.
All the easier for me then.
Amicus grins. Well, alright. Walk over to the bed and sit with my back to the wall. Amicus adjusts the seating to face me more directly, then starts to run the brush gently through my hair. We sit in silence for a bit, and I start to enjoy the feeling of the brushing, especially the way the firm bristles run across my scalp, giving me the shivers up and down my neck.
Sorry for talking so much earlier. I'm not used to being able to talk to someone. The place is a bit lonely. Alice is a bit lonely. So having a friendly conversation with someone other than Calm is a bit of a novelty.
Amicus chuckles.
That was probably... Oh, shit. Let's try this one last time. If I have to restart my computer again, that's it. I'm done. I'm not recording anymore. I got 3 minutes in, and the computer fucking froze. I am done. Sorry for talking so much earlier. I'm not used to being able to talk to someone. The palace is a bit lonely, so having a friendly conversation with someone other than calm is a bit of a novelty.
And also, I'm stopping after we go to sleep because.
That was probably why I was having so much trouble focusing on my studies today. I was so excited to come home and speak with you.
Hearing that makes me feel a little bad for the wolf. I suppose being the prospective emperor doesn't allow you to have many friends. Being in such an empty palace definitely seems lonesome. I guess this is why Alex told me basically the same thing. You're fine, and I didn't mean to be too harsh earlier. I know it's not your fault.
No, I think we're on the same page on that one. All the more reason to unite against Cassius. Oh.
As if he'd forgotten something, and because his other paw comes around my side, and on his palm I see 2 purple grapes.
I managed to snatch a few of those off of Alexius's earring. He wasn't too happy about that. Want one?
Seriously? I take one, more out of being nice to Amicus than anything. But when I bit into it, I can't help but notice how juicy and sweet it is. Amicus talks to me with the grape in his mouth.
I don't know why his grape earring always tastes the best. By the way, if you don't mind, I invited Alex to our outing tomorrow. Cassius is going to be away to do some speeches and is leaving Alex behind for once.
Of course. We get along really well. I lean my head back, allowing the wolf to continue the brushing.
Your hair, you call it? It's not like a wolf's fur, but it's rather nice.
I smile. Thank you, Amicus.
If you'd like, I could do this for you every day. I feel it's fair.
I have to accept that. I really like that. I have to admit that I really like this. So, I accept. Yeah, sure. It feels really nice. I hear thumping sounds, and I imagine it's Amicus' tail wagging against the bed. So, washing you, brushing you, and making you smell nice are all my duties.
Well, that and accompanying me to important meetings and public outings, but all you do during those is stand there and look civilized.
Yeah, that's what you all keep telling me. It seems pretty easy.
Though, there is one thing you can do for me before I go to bed.
What?
Well, full body massage?
I look over my shoulder at him.
Or we could stick with the other duties.
I laugh, and Amicus' tears come back up. He continues to brush for a while longer before finally setting it aside.
There. Looks much better now.
I gently run a hand over my hair, and I have to agree that it feels softer than it's ever felt before.
But anyway, Jason, I am looking forward to these months ahead. I'm looking forward to these months ahead with you, even though we started off a bit poorly.
I look back at the wolf at his earnest but tentative smile. He's definitely a man of contradictions, rash half the time, but considerate most of the time. I'm not sure what to make of him, but at this point, I feel like I can at least trust him, and that's saying a lot after what he put me through. I smile back. Yeah, me too. Alright, that was a lot faster than I expected. But nevertheless, I'm glad that it's over so I can piece all these clips together. Oh, that's gonna suck. Anyways, if you like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you all next time. Yeah, you're